major thing that I learned and a major mental shift that I had to make in my transitions from being who I was to who I am now as a gym rat, as a competitor, as a bodybuilding enthusiast, as someone who just wants to transform their physique. The major shift I had to make was in relation to food. I had to learn to begin to eat for the body that I wanted, not for the body that I currently have. What I mean by that is, far too often we eat according to how we feel in the moment. We eat according to what we may have a taste for in that moment in time. However, just because you have a taste for something, that by itself should not be the only indicator as to how you make your decision as to what you're going to consume. If you're working on really transforming your body, if you're working on really transforming your health and your fitness, you have to begin to elevate your approach to nutrition. Now, just going off of taste alone, I deem that as a very elementary way of looking at food. That's something that I expect my youngest son to do right now. He's 21 months old. He enjoys the taste of things. He's not so much concerned about the micronutrients. He's not so much concerned about the fiber. He wants something that tastes good, that he enjoys. I understand that at that phase, but it's also my job as his father to expose him to other things, to expose him to the broccoli, to expose him to the sweet potato, to expose him to the other vegetables and things like that, so his palate gets used to these other more wholesome foods to eat. So now us as individuals, as we're working to our bodies, working to building up our physique, we have to be very, very mindful that we don't stay with the elementary mindset when it comes to our food. Not only should it taste good to us, it should also feel good when we're eating. It shouldn't sit heavier in our system. It's also digest well through our system. And on the back end, we should also feel good after the meal. Far too many other foods we eat because we enjoy the taste of it in the moment, but afterwards we're like, oh, my stomach, oh, this, oh, my acne's acting up. Oh, there's all these adverse side effects to you eating that particular food that tasted good in the moment, but all it did was taste good. So again, if you want to build the physique to be strong and lean and have a nice tight midsection, if you want to be lean, you have to eat lean. When we say you are what you eat, it really is true. To build a strong, muscular physique that's lean as well, you have to eat in that likeness. You have to keep your energy levels in check. You can't just eat all the carbs in the world and all the fat in the world from all the sources and expect to have a body that's going to be lean and tight. If you eat whatever, you get whatever. So when you eat whatever you want, your body looks however it wants to look at any moment in time. But when you eat in a specific way for a specific amount of time, your body takes on a very specific look. You see the connection here. Far too often we want all this variety in our diet, but we have no variety in our closet. We can't just pick any clothes we want to wear. We can't go to the store and just buy any shirt off the rack or any pants off the rack because we are now limited in what we can choose because our body just looks like whatever. But when you begin to structure your food in a way and you organize it in a way to move you to a very specific path, it begins to open up the playbook of other things in other areas of your lives. The things you're able to do physically becomes more. The clothes you're able to buy opens up even more. You can have more options to pick a shirt off the rack or a pant or what have you, and you put it on and it feels and it fits good on your body. But that comes from you being more strategic and more structured in one area to allow more freedom in another. And eventually the two meet, okay? But it doesn't start out that way. You have to be very mindful. So, as you're working on building your body, as you're working on getting things moving in the right direction, keep that in mind. Eat for the body that you want to build and that you are building towards, not for the body that you have right now. Make your decisions based upon the future you, not the present you. The person who is strong, powerful, lean, fit, all that jazz, make the decision they would make, and not the decision you'll make right now where you are currently right now. That makes sense. Okay, so almost like you're trying to live from the vision of what you're working towards, but you have to have a vision that you're working towards to begin with. Now that's a whole nother conversation unto itself. But that being said, eat for the body that you want, that you desire to build, that you're working towards building, and not just for the body that you currently have right now. Okay? Keep that in mind as you're building your body, building your physique, working towards your own transformation.